glad you're here with me today. If you will, please like, share, subscribe to join us. Hit that bell so you never miss the amazing things we have going on here on this channel. I greatly appreciate it. Today is just, I guess, a quick update about me and what's been going on in my life and some motivation and all the good stuff, right? So let's see, where would I like to start? So I guess we just give you a quick baby update. My baby girl is 6.5 months old, and she's doing great. She's doing all the little things a 6-month-old should be doing or in the process of doing. She's more alert and aware. She's rolling over. She's laughing. She's eating baby food. She's, drinking more milk, playing with toys, grabbing things, reaching for, me or her dad or whoever, she wants to pick her up. She's just talking, not official words just yet, but, the baby talk. She's doing very good. She did start daycare, I would say literally on December the 1st, 2025, she started a normal daycare. And within 3 days, she had got sick, which is to be expected. Excuse me. But it was a lot of factors into why we ended up taking her out, or I ended up taking her out. One factor was she did get sick, and I get it. Like I said, I'm well aware that when babies start daycare, they're around other children, other people. Everything goes in the mouth. Like, it's just a lot, So that's, like I said, I was well aware of that she would get at least a common cold, or something like that. Because her immune system is weak and is not as strong. It's going to take them a little longer to fight it off. And, I know that. I know what to expect. But the factors that played into us taking her out was one day on the third day she was at daycare. She came home. For one, I didn't pick her up. Her dad picked her up. And she came home. She had no socks on her feet. She had a thin little jacket, if you will. She had a jacket on, of course her diaper, and pants. But underneath the jacket, there was no onesie. And it was a whole outfit. Because I provided them clothes, bottles, formula, baby food. Everything on the list that they asked for, she had. So I wasn't really sure why she didn't have on the onesie that came with the outfit, because it was on a hanger. That whole entire outfit was on a hanger. And she had plenty of socks. So I wasn't really sure why she came home with no socks. Her dad, he's a first-time dad, so not shaming him or anything. But he did not put on her bigger coat, because it's where we're located, it's cold outside. It's winter. We're in the dead middle, smack dab in the winter. So he didn't have on a coat, didn't have on a hat, and he had to take her out the car and go to the gas station, which I was like, wow, why couldn't you have done that before? So he wrapped her up in a blanket, but again, she had no socks on. So by the time he got home, her hands were freezing cold, her feet were freezing cold. So what I did, and don't shame me, and I'm not a licensed professional or a doctor, but I do have mother's intuition, just like any other mother. So the things that I do may or may not work for your baby, but it worked for mine. So when she got home, I ran her a warm bath, and I put the baby Vicks VapoRub in the bath water. Hey, that's just something that I grew up around older people, and some things that we do it's the things that we do, the things that I grew up doing and seeing and had it done on me. So that's what we do. So I don't want to hear any negativity in my comment section. If you don't want to participate in those things, you don't have to. I'm just letting you know how we do things around here. So I put a little bit of Vicks Vapor Rub in her bath water to break it up, loosen up any mucus. Because when she came home, she was hoarse. Like when she cried, I could tell like she had been crying for a while and she was coming down on something. So after bath, we oiled her up. You know, baby lotion, well, coconut oil, baby lotion. You know, I grease her or put olive oil in her hair because she has very dry scalp like me. She does not have cradle cap. We're past that. She just has dry skin, dry scalp, like her mom. So I use olive oil, and that's what helps her hair. That's what makes her hair so growing so long and strong and healthy. And so I end up putting Vicks Vapor Rub on her feet, put her socks on. I put her on a nice cozy onesie. I put a little bit of Vicks Vapor Rub on her chest and on her forehead and down her nose, you know, like rub it in a circle on her forehead and then go down to your nose, rub it on her nose. Like I just got her all situated together. And I gave her Tylenol. Not because she was running a fever, but just in case, because I felt like she was coming down or something. And so, you know, we go to sleep and then we wake up the next day, she has a full-on cold. So I decided not to take her to the daycare. I let somebody in my family take care of her while I went to work. I went to work, and I kid you not, I got there about 9. Around 11 o'clock, her caretaker calls me and is like, hey, you might want to come home. She's running a temperature of 100. I said, oh, wow. So I get home. Well, when I got off, I called her doctor immediately, and I scheduled an appointment. And then I got home, and, you know, was just trying to make her feel better. And went to the doctor, and they prescribed her some medicine, excuse me, and whatnot. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And so, you know, I was off on Friday, so I was taking care of her on Friday and whatnot. And then on Saturday, I woke up, I thought I had food poisoning from, or no, was it Friday? I think it was Friday, actually. I woke up and I thought I had food poisoning because my grandmother, she wasn't feeling good either. We were in and out the bathroom, tag teaming it. And I had called my fiance. I was like, can you please come over? I think I have food poisoning. Like, I was crying because my stomach was hurting so bad. And he was like, sure. So he called, I think he called out. He called out of work and he came because I was in no position to take care of baby girl. She's sick. I got food poisoning. My grandma got food poisoning. We can't take care of her. So he came and he did an amazing job. He took care of me. He took care of baby girl. We were all cuddled up in the bed, and my dog had got sick too. So I was like, damn, she got food poisoning because I had gave her some of the food that we had ate. And the dog was across our feet. I was behind him, and the baby was in front of him. We was all in the bed, just cuddled up. And that I slept so good, and the baby slept good, the dog slept good. He could not move if he wanted to. That's how, like, all his girls was just sick. And my grandma had her friend come over and help her, because I couldn't help her either. And so he stayed that night, and then when he went home, I think Saturday, he got home a little later because he went to go hang out with friends. But as soon as he got home, he was feeling the same symptoms I was feeling and my grandma was feeling. And I said, oh God, we did not have food poisoning. We had a stomach virus that we got from baby girl. She got it from her daycare. she got it, then we got it, and then, oh God, we gave it to him. I felt so bad. Like, he ended up going to work that Monday, but he was just in so much pain. Like, he just could not. And I was like, man, I just felt so bad. But he was able to get over it quickly because, you know, he's at home. He can sleep uninterrupted. He don't have to take care of nobody but himself. But me and the baby were still sick. Me and the baby were still sick for 2 weeks. So in the process of that week that she had got sick, I had just decided it was better off to take her out of that daycare, because shortly after the stomach virus, and I always say, I'm still getting over the sickness, so sorry, but I always say thank God that she got sick the week that she did, because that following week the daycare completely had a breakout of hands, foot, and mouth. And I would have been devastated if I would have picked up my baby girl and not known nothing, and like she got bumps all over her face, her body, her like that would have devastated me. So I'd be like, you know, God knows what God is doing. Even though I don't like it, I don't appreciate that we're sick. I appreciate having a little virus or a cold way more than hands, foot, and mouth. Because I just like, I know it's common, but I've never had that as a child, because I went and asked my parents. If I never had that, I don't want my baby to have that either. Even if I did, I still wouldn't want my baby to have that. So I just decided, I was like, no, you know what, let's just withdraw her. So I let them know. They was like, oh, well, you have to have a 2 weeks notice. I had originally already paid for the week that she didn't even go. Because mind you, she missed Thursday and Friday of the first week that she came. She missed that whole other week because she was still sick, and I had already paid for it. So that was $300 lost, plus the other 2 days that she didn't go. Then they want me to pay another $300, and I'm already with her. Like, she's not going back. I had every intention of paying, but something happened to where I was able to pay. So this week that I'm talking to you now, this is the week that I was supposed to pay, even though she's not there, which I get it, that's their policy, but I can't afford to pay that right now. So they're going to have to wait. And I'm not paying any late fees. I'm not doing none of that, because my daughter only was there for three days. And you've already gotten almost $1,000 out of me. You got to pay the enrollment fee. I paid for the initial week. Then I paid for the week that she didn't go. And then you want to pay again? That's like almost $1,000. Let's see, 300, 450. And then another 300. Like, no. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. 300, 600. $750 because it was at $150 to enroll her. Then another 300, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's $1,000. Not happening. So we ended up, my family knew someone who has a daycare, and so I just enrolled her in there. And I feel like it's a better and safe environment where they'll be able to spend one-on-one time. It's more sanitary. Like, although she can still get sick, they take better care of the children. So I was like, that's a better option for us. So that's the route we're going. And it's cheaper. It's way cheaper. And it's more like a family home style vibe. So that's what we decided to go. The route that I decided to go, we decided to go, whatever. And this is her second day so far at the time of recording, and she's doing very well. And I love it. She's safe, she's happy, she's learning, and yeah. I don't have to worry. I can go to work, be at work, and not worry about anything. Not worry if my child is gonna be, and these like the staff is like, put some socks on that baby. Put a jacket on, put this cover on. Like, they're not gonna let, first time dad walk out of there, or mom walk out of there without properly dressing their child. But just the other daycare didn't care. They was like, oh, well, here's your baby, and leave it up to you. Which it is, you're a parent, so it is your responsibility to make sure that your child is good. But, look, ladies, you know how it is with men. Sometimes they just don't think, or they just don't know. So that's why they need us to lead and guide them sometimes. They love to say that the man is the leader, but who really is the leader? Come on now. Because without a woman, these men would be lost. And for the men that act like they hate women, they hate us because they ain't us. Okay? Clock that T. Anyways, so that's a quick update with baby girl. With myself, like I said, I've been sick for 2 weeks. At one point, I completely lost my voice, but it's getting better. I still have this cough. Like, I'm about to cough now, really. Hold on. But I feel a lot better. The stomach virus is completely gone. I just have like this little sinuses that I have already been dealing with, and I have this cough, and it's just the mucus congestion stuff that we're going through. But we're getting it together. Mentally, I'm okay. It's just I be feeling like I have a lot to do. I gotta update paperwork. I gotta prepare for the next year, go into next year. Make sure I'm good. Make sure baby's good. Make sure, and I'm only working part-time at this job. And that's a whole nother thing. Like, my job, I've been there for some years now. But it's just been very disappointing. Like, I've been there for years, right? So I've been making my way up the ladder. But come to find out, you could be a new person, have no experience, walk in the door today and make the exact same amount that I make. And I'm like, where's the value in, where's the value in the employees that's been here for years? And not only that, we got a Christmas bonus. Usually it's like $250 for everybody, right? But this year, I don't know why, but they wanted to change things. They wanted to do it based off of how long you've been there. And like I said, I've been there for years. I just had a baby. So I was out for like 3.5 months. Maybe 4 months at the max. And because I had to be, right? I had to be out. But I worked my entire pregnancy up until I was like 34 weeks pregnant. Yeah, I worked up until 34 weeks, and my doctor literally made me stop working. That was not my fault. I had preeclampsia. If I had it and my doctor hadn't pulled me out, I would have still worked. Even with having preeclampsia, I would have still worked. Which is dangerous, right? But I still was there full time at that, running the biggest machine that you could possibly run. Fast as hell. By myself sometimes. So it's like I dedicate a lot of time and energy into that place. And then this year, bonus, when it's based off of how long you've been there, I got $120. I said, whoa, wait a minute. So it's like, the people that's been there less time than me made more than me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm over it. And then I can't even work long hours because of the distance. Which isn't their fault. It's like where I live is too far. So it's like to a point, should I even stay at this place? Like, yes, I've made it through with this job. I've been here for years. I just feel like it's time to go. It's time to embark on a new journey with my family, So that's where I'm at. Just like that in between stage, like trying to find something closer and better for me and my situation, my circumstances. And I'm not gonna feel no ways about it leaving, because they don't feel no ways about valuing employees that's been there busting their ass for years, keeping the company rolling and going. So fuck it. Excuse my French. I'm grateful that it's gotten me this far, but it's just time to go. Hell, if anything was happening to me today and I could have never come back, they would have me replaced tomorrow. You know what I mean? Probably within the same hour. So you just gotta have a level of detachment. You know, yes, I'll miss some of the coworkers, but it's like I could count on probably one hand on how many people I would actually give a fuck about, and that's just me being honest. Because when I had my baby, it was like 2 people who checked on me. Let's just be real. My boss didn't even check on me. Was it like, how are you? Like no random text. How are you and the baby? Like nothing. It was just 2 coworkers that I didn't even expect to check on me and make sure I was good, that actually checked on me and made sure I was freaking good. And to this day, I'm so grateful for those 2 coworkers. And it's probably the only 2 that I actually give a fuck about at that place. So it just is what it is. Of course, I'm making new friends because of the new people that's coming. But you know, if we kick it off and before I leave, we're still cool, really close or whatever, then okay, we can build a friendship. But if not, then not. It's just time to move forward. And then, you know, we're trying to move and stuff. So I'm just in a transitional phase right now in my life. But I want to encourage someone to just keep going. Like, there's a lot going on in the world, but you gotta have a level of discernment, and you also have to have a level of detachment. It's okay to not be too attached to things, especially worldly things, because anything can happen. You can lose your job today, you can lose your car, you can lose your mind, to be honest. Just be grateful for the small things that you have, but don't let nobody treat you any old type of way. I don't care if it's a job, a friendship, a relationship, your family, co-workers, I don't care who it is. Don't allow no one to treat you like you're not valuable, that you don't add value to the company or to the friendship or to the relationship, especially when you're giving it all you got. And to them it may not be enough, but if it's all that you got, it's got to be enough for you. And if nobody can see that, then it's time for you to move. It's time for you to move around. You know, these jobs know what you're worth. They know. But a lot of times, the little stuff that they be doing, tax write-off. And I'm starting to think, like, you know, I wasn't going to say nothing, but, you know, just thinking about some stuff. I don't know how this correlates. I'm not a business type of woman. Like, I don't know nothing about businesses. But when I first started my job, that's when we was going through the stuff with the Russia and stuff. And I remember when I first started, they was like, yeah, our computer system got hacked by Russia. And I'm sitting there like, why would Russia hack y'all computer system? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that shit was like, I feel like the company got money off of that. Like an insurance policy or some shit. Like, and I might be talking too much, but I don't know. Hey, it's just a conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? I know nothing about business, like, but if that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like some insurance policy type shit. Like, that's how I feel. Cause now when you look at it, the company's just up and thriving, and she buying this, they buying this, new machine here, new machine there. But you can't pay your employees. You get tax write-offs and shit. I already know how this shit go. Like I said, I know nothing about business, but if I did know some stuff about business, that's what it looks like to me. So it's just time for me to go before this shit like hit the fan anyway. Let's just be honest, because it's a time for everything. And if you ain't doing right, your time will come. And I just don't want to get caught in that crossfire. Alright? But I'm real good at dipping when it's time to dip. So, call me crazy. I could just be talking. I don't, like I said, I don't know. Conspiracy theory. Don't take my word for it. I ain't gonna tell you where I work at, because I don't want nobody. If you know me, then you know me. But anyway. But yeah, that's just like a little glimpse of my life. But I'm doing alright. I'm gonna be alright, y'all. Don't worry. Y'all gonna be alright. We're gonna take it one step at a time. I hope that if you celebrate Christmas and stuff like that, then I hope you was able to do all your shopping. And if you haven't been able to do it, I hope that you are provided with the finances that you can get what you need to get, help who you need to help, and go where you need to go. If you need a house, I hope and I pray that a house be sent your way. If you need a car, I hope and I pray that a car be sent your way. I just hope and pray that any and everything that we shall need, that it manifests its way to us. But what Bible verse, like I said, I'm not religious at all, but what Bible verse that really been sticking to me and it really been making me ask a lot is because it says, you have not because you ask not. So I'll be like, Lord, I'm asking. Lord, you said I have not because I asked not. So let me go ahead and ask you for X, Y, Z, Z. But make sure you're doing the work though, instead of just asking. That's just a little manifestation trick, okay? Don't abuse it, okay? Because karma. Don't nobody want to rack up on no bad karma at the end of this Western calendar year, okay? Don't do that to yourself. But just use it when you really need something, you're really going through it. Just remind God. Sometimes it'll be like religious people that I was around, it said like not test God, but like remind God of His word is what they be like saying. So that's what you do. It's great. I like to do it. But just be mindful too, because sometimes when you be reminded God of some of His word, of the word, God will remind you of stuff that you need to clean up before you can even manifest the things that you're trying to manifest. And that be a slap in the face sometimes, because He'll be like, yeah, I got it. I know that you have not because you asked not. Now that you ask, I need you to do X, Y, and Z before I drop this blessing in your life. So you got to be prepared for that too. That's what they don't tell you. So I'm going to tell you the real. I ain't gonna never keep nothing from you. But just be prepared. Make sure you prepare for the blessings that you're asking for, because they're coming. They are coming. I can feel it. But yeah, keep y'all heads up. Know that y'all got this. Know that it's just gonna take a little time. It's not a no. It's a not yet. But it's coming. All right. Know that you are loved. Know that you have someone praying for you. Know that you're not alone in this journey we call life. So yeah, I'll be back next time. Give y'all another little update, motivation, whatever you need. Feel free to comment down below in the comment section. I really appreciate all the emails and stuff that y'all send me. It really helps me on this journey too. So let's keep it positive. Let's keep it pushing. And let's keep it, I was trying to find another P word, prosperous. But yeah, I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.